I'm gonna kill this guy. I know I am. Oh no. Ah. What's going on, guys? We are back, and today we're going to be taming us the Rhynio, the Sky Giga. If you don't know how to tame it, that's what this video is for. If it helps you out, consider giving me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, consider hit the subscribe button. But to tame this thing, you're going to have to kill you a male Rhynio. You're going to need the pheromone that it's going to drop off, right? Kill a male, pick it up out of its body. This is what it looks like. Move on, find you a high-level female. The next thing you're going to want to do is just get to blasting. The idea is this Rhynio is going to impregnate your tame. So you're going to want to have something with a lot of health that can tank a lot of damage. A Rex will work, a Giga will work, a Karcher will work, but at the end of the day, my personal preference has always been the Bronto. Get you a decent level saddle. I've got Primitive on me right now. It's going to work just fine, as you're going to see later on in the video. I've got 20k health, just a hair over 20k health. I think that is perfect. You don't need to find you a max level. It'd be great if you do, but you don't need to find you a max level, right? Get to shooting. The idea is we get it at 10% or lower health. So pay attention and be careful. Now here's the thing. If you're going to go and you're going to kill everything else in the area, this Rhynio is going to harvest them. It's a carnivore. It's gonna eat the carcasses. It's gonna heal itself up. So you can do one of two things: just keep blasting until you get what you need to get, or go ahead and harvest everything yourself. Either way, it's gonna work fine. It's going to be preferable to bring a multitude of weapons, a nice crossbow with some arrows, shotgun, probably a pump action, but normal shotty is gonna work as well. Long neck rifle, semi-automatic, whatever you want to bring you something that's going to do some damage, and then also bring you something that's just going to chip away at the health. The reason that I'm using the pistol is because it's not going to do a huge amount of damage, and I can have controlled shots and just chip away at the 120, 130, 140 HP whenever I need to, right? The idea that I have in mind is to use the Bronto to do the majority of the damage when it's within range, because A, it's not going to be able to attack me if I'm on the back of the Bronto riding it, and B, it's going to save me a little bit of resources, and in a tame like this, that's going to be a lot of help later on in the future. But for now, the most important thing is that we chip away at its health, so let's get some of that done. I recommend not using the pheromone at the very beginning. Get it to about 25% health and then drop in your pheromone. You're going to get about 300 seconds worth of time on that, so it should have plenty of time for you to use it and get impregnated, as long as, again, all the other creatures around the area are gone, so he's not going to heal. Once you get him down to 10% health and you have your pheromone activated on your tame, the Rhynio's tail is going to glow, it's going to come over, it's going to impregnate you, and then it's going to be a very, very quick process to getting a nice high-level Rhynio. Once you're impregnated, the Rhynio will fly away, and as you can see here, he's doing just that. And now we're pregnant. The orange glow is going to give that away. And once you look down at the saddle, you got to look at it right at the right spot. You're going to be able to see the time that you have. There it is right there. You're going to be able to see the time that you have left before the new Rhynio baby is birthed and you lose your tame. You can also see that here in a very, very short amount of time, the tame is going to want something specific as a kind of an imprint type deal, I suppose. And listen, the hardest part about taming a Rhynio is it's going to want something of anything. As you can see, as you will see, when it tells us what it wants, it's going to want something very specific and very difficult to get, especially depending on where you are in the game. But it can want anything from meats to berries to chilies and potions and eggs and element and anything else that you could possibly ever find in this game. Side note, you cannot ride your tame once it is pregnant. Second side note, just because the Rhynio flies away does not mean that it's not going to fly back. Make sure you put some meat or berries or whatever the preferred food is of your tame in its inventory as well. It is going to be hungry. It's eating for 2, and it's going to eat about 1 piece of meat or 1 berry every second. So load that thing up. If it starts to starve, its health is going to decline, and then eventually it's going to die. And do not, I repeat, do not cryopod your tame and think that you're going to take it back to your base. It is not going to work that way. If you cryopod this thing while it's pregnant with a Rhynio baby, once you uncryo it, it is no longer going to be pregnant. So bear that in mind and don't do it. I'm telling you, don't do it. Little guy wanted some element, so I hopped in creative mode, flew back to the base, grabbed some element, made it over here. The intent was to show you the different things that it could want. But obviously, I didn't make it back in time. But here we go. We have our Rhynio. Now, at this point in time, you can cryopod it. You can take him back to your base. He's going to imprint just like normal. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. Again, if you learned anything, if you want to see more, consider hitting the like button. If you want to see something specifically tame, consider commenting down below and letting me know what that is. Guys, I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye for now.